Hey everyone, Jamie Sierra here. How you doing today? Just wanted to come in and report on my 2020 goals. First quarter is coming to an end in approximately 4.5 hours from where I am here in Boston. And just wanted to give you guys an update on where I am so far in 2020. And obviously, this first quarter has been quite an unusual situation that we're in right now. Of course, with the COVID-19 crisis going on right now throughout the entire world, it's beginning to hit Boston a little bit harder than it has been. So we're still pretty much at the beginning of it. New York City, obviously, which is about a 4-hour ride from us, has been hit severely. And anyways, there's a lot of challenges so far in 2020 that obviously was very, very unexpected. Very no, I don't think anybody could have saw this coming, unfortunately. But that's one of the great things about situations like this is they create opportunities, and they create opportunities to grow and to expand, because remember, as Tony Robbins always says, life is always happening for you, not to you. So everything that happens in life, as far as events are concerned, we don't have any control of. But the one great thing we do have control of is we have the control of the meaning of the event. And what is the meaning behind this, and what is your meaning for what's going on in the world? And I know and I know it's not all good. I know it's very unrealistic to say, hey, let's be positive, let's be optimistic. And that's not what I'm doing here, because because obviously this is a very, very bad situation. And there are a lot of there's a lot of very people that are actually suffering right now. And that's one thing that I truly, truly dislike to see. Death tolls, of course, are increasing rapidly. We're well into the thousands now here in the United States. And unfortunately, more cases are going to continue to occur, and more deaths are going to continue to happen. And obviously, like I said, this is obviously something that I certainly had no expectation when I was going to come on here around March 31st or April 1st to report on my first quarter goals. But this is what you got to prepare for, and you got to prepare for unforeseen circumstances. You always have to have an all-weather portfolio, not just in your investments or finance, but in your career, in your relationships, in your spiritual life, in your emotional life as well. All facets of life, you need to have an all-weather portfolio where you're going to be prepared, because winter is coming, and our winter is here right now. Especially as far as the economy is concerned, there's certainly a winter happening right now, and it's definitely some challenging times. But also, I'll be honest with you guys, I definitely am excited about the opportunities that are happening. Obviously, I pray for myself, my health, your family, my family, and for everyone, for good health, and obviously for prosperity too, because obviously we all need to get through this together. So, and that being said, I just wanted to also talk to you about, obviously, as far as goals are concerned, and the purpose of me doing these goals videos is to hold myself accountable to you guys. Because if I set goals for the year and say I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and I have nobody to share them with, or had nobody to declare them to with, chances are that I'm not going to follow through, especially if they're not written down. And not only my goals are written down, I'm also declaring my goals in public to you guys, because then I can be held accountable. Then you guys can hold me accountable for making sure that I follow through on my goals and actions. So, anyways, I just like I said, I mean, in situations like this, as I go through these goals, obviously there are some circumstances here beyond my control that I am going to have to look at, and I'm going to have to change too and readjust as we go along. And and that's the reality of it. Anytime you set goals, is there's always, you set them at the beginning of the year, for it to end on December 31st, but you also have to understand that circumstances are always going to be changed along the way. I guess be committed to be committed to the outcome. Be committed to the outcome. Be committed to achieving your goals, but also be flexible in your approach. And you have to have that flexibility to change. So, anyways, let me get started here. And as far as 2020 goals, and this is what my goals are. Number one, for health and fitness, is to work out a total of 4 times a week, starting in January, including tennis. I will go to the gym at least 2 times a week. Deadline for this is January 31st to get started. And right now, I was in a good situation. I was getting to the gym probably about 2 to 3 times a week, definitely playing tennis once a week. Of course, that has changed. Number one, I can't play tennis right now. And number two, I can't go to the gym. But what I have done is substitute is I actually have been running about 4 or 5 times a week, and definitely getting out for a nice little walk in the morning as well. So that's one thing I've compensated. I actually have gotten on a decent roll of running. It's not easy getting up in the morning to try to get it done, but it's something you need to be disciplined to do, because you have to have a must. If you're going to achieve any particular goal, you need to create a must for yourself. And you need to, if you say, oh, I should get up in the morning, go out and exercise, as opposed to I must do it, I have to do it. You create that standard for yourself in order to follow through. So I've been very good there. To have high water content foods at least 5 times a week. Good thing is I actually have my celery juice every morning. I also have a shake, not a shake, a smoothie every night. Usually it's a heavy metal detox smoothie, which consists of cilantro and wild blueberries and some other ingredient, oranges as well, and has a lot of vitamins in there. And also, on the alternate days, we make this drink smoothie called the apple pie, which is obviously fresh apples, fresh bananas, a little bit of ginger, a little bit of maple syrup, a little bit of cinnamon and nutmeg as well. So, those are the couple things. Obviously, the only challenge is in between. I have not been consistent with eating high water content foods. I'm eating them pretty much at least one heavy meal during the day, and in addition to that as well, I've been snacking in between, but I'm just snacking on a lot of the non-GMO snacks, so that's pretty good. All right, for time goes, to plan my day latest the night before, use the Apple Calendar. Obviously, I have not been very good at this, and this is something I'm really going to have to pick up on Q2. It's just try to create a little bit more structure in my day, and if I can do that, I can definitely get more accomplished, but also I can create some more time for myself as well. Relationship goals: to easily create magic moments with Carmen at least once a week. We will block an hour a week, check in with each other, make sure we're meeting our needs. Also commit to having quality time, just the two of us, no distractions. Well, one thing for sure is that obviously relationships now, you're definitely having that quality time with each other. And sometimes it's a good thing, and sometimes it's a not so good thing, because obviously there needs to be some sort of separation as far as as far as relationships are concerned. You love your significant other, and you want to spend as much time with them, but also you need to have that that kind of space as well. And I'm not saying that that's not happening here. And I think, as far as my relationship is concerned, we've been together for a long time, and we kind of know who each other are. We know when we need some time alone together, and also we know when we need to spend some quality time together. So that's a great thing, is always to have that situation. And for those who haven't been together as long as Carmen and I have, that's one of the things. When you start a relationship, you need to have those conversations. Those conversations as far as when you like to spend some time alone, what are your true needs are, and really sit down and have that open dialogue. Also, I will visit a family member at least 2 times a month. That's been going well up until probably a couple weeks ago. I did last see my mother, I think, about 2 weekends ago. I think I did get to see her, and I actually got to see my father that same weekend as well. And I think it was, and we probably shouldn't have done it. I believe it was March 15th, or the weekend of March 14th and 15th. I think that was the weekend. It was pretty much the last weekend, possibly, to go out in public and everything like that. And then obviously everything was pretty much stay at home permanently. And so, yeah, I did get a chance to see my mother. I also got a chance to see my father. And also the following Monday, I think it was the 16th, I went over to my mother's to have corned beef and cabbage as well for St. Patrick's Day. But that's been it. A couple of times FaceTiming, couple quality phone calls, but that's been pretty much what's going on as far as spending time with family members. Spiritual and contribution goes, I'll easily spend 2 times a week meditating, spending time alone, thanking my creator. And that's one thing I have been doing quite often, is spending that time alone. Some of my meditation, I've done a lot of meditation with, I did do a Jay Shetty meditation, who's doing daily meditations now on YouTube during the COVID-19 crisis. So I did get a chance to do that one. And but like I said, a lot of my meditation is just spending that quality time myself, and it's not guided, and I usually use music that really inspires me, and that's how I really get my medicate and go inside and really try to really get in touch as far as with my creator and everything like that. And definitely, of course, breathing as well. I will easily practice gratitude on a daily basis, and live my life through gratitude. I feel like I've done that very consistently throughout this process. Naturally, we're all human beings. We're all going to get frustrated. We're always going to take something for granted in our life. We're also going to have times where we're really thinking about ourselves and being a little bit self-centered at times. But cough, losing my voice as always. So anyway, so I'm going to make this pretty quick. But yeah, regularly I've been as far as practicing gratitude. Also, I'll easily donate $100 so far. Went to the Roger Federer Foundation, and then one to Underground Railroad, which obviously is an organization that that former FBI agents are covering and out to stop human trafficking, making their arrests and freeing children, childhood slaves. So that is truly an unbelievable cause. And I think what I'll do is I'll leave a link below once I get finished with this video, and share that with you guys. Education goes, I will easily attend one seminar this year or hire a life and business coach. Decision deadline is actually next month. Still contemplating on hiring a life coach. I have somebody in mind that I do want to work with, and it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of trying to sort things through and hopefully get that done. Right now, I plan on getting that accomplished. That could change depending on how April starts, and we'll see how things go. One good thing is I have been doing is I have been taking a lot of online courses during this not great period of time, but during the COVID-19 time when we're obviously social distancing and staying at home. I've been taking advantage of that. I spoke in my last video about Jim Quick's speed reading. I did take that. I'm actually learning, taking a copywriting course as well. Also, I will review Tony Robbins' Date with Destiny material, deadline January 31st. I'm still working on it. I actually have been getting through it. I'm probably about 3/4 of the way through right now. I will easily read 10 books this year. 5 of them will be self-development. I actually have gotten 2 done. I'm a little behind on that goal, obviously, because I'm on pace to read 8, but I think I can definitely accomplish the 10 books. All right, business goals. I will easily advertise my book by the end of April 2020. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. I will probably extend that out until June or July of this year. Also, I will easily start writing my new book. That's not going to happen until October. Right now, still off and on about it, but I still plan on getting that done. Also, I will produce 1 video per week and release it on Thursday at 8 o'clock. And goal is to have 52 videos this year. And so far, I've been able to accomplish that. I will easily have 30 blog posts on mission fulfillment for 2020. I have about 6 right now, and I actually just put up a blog post earlier today. So, fun goals. I will easily socialize with friends at least 2 times a month. That was going really well until COVID-19, and now it's been texting and everything like that. I did have an opportunity to, I think not last Friday, but the Friday before, but to hang out over a friend's house. But realistically, it was just a little too risky to do it. So I decided not to do that. I will easily go on 1 vacation with Carmen in 2020. We were supposed to we were just actually supposed to be back from Florida, I think yesterday or today. And obviously that trip did not happen. We're going to have to see how things go for the remainder of 2020. Right now, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, between now and the end of the year, if we do decide to go away. If we do, I doubt it will be a big, long trip. We might plan on something big in 2021, something that I certainly will share with you guys later. And then lastly, I'll easily attend 1 tennis tournament in 2020, which originally planned to be the Laver Cup in Boston. I was also going to I also was supposed to be back from Miami, the Miami Open tennis tournament there. And of course, I did not get an opportunity to do that because of the cancellation. And as far as Laver Cup in Boston, I'm not sure right now if I have any commitments to attend that because there was a major tennis tournament. The French Open has been moved during that same period of time. So I don't know what's going to go on with the Laver Cup. I don't know if that tournament if that weekend will continue to happen, or if they might push that back sometime in 2020. My best guess, it'll probably get moved to 2021, and hopefully it will still be in Boston. So anyways, that's it so far. I look forward to definitely having this same discussion with you either on June 30th or sometime early July when the 4th will be here, and hopefully things will be pretty much back to normal. We'll be, doing everyday things as usual, and we'll be, definitely socializing with friends, enjoying ourselves, going to parties, and working hard obviously as well. And anyways, guys, I want to thank you for watching, and definitely look forward to talking to you guys in the next video as well. And obviously I'd love to hear from you guys as far as your 2020 successes are so far, some of your wins, and some of the things that you probably need to pick up on as well, heading into the second quarter of 2020. All right, guys, thank you very much, and please, God bless you and all your families and all your loved ones and friends during this time. Take care. Bye.